Welcome everyone. Nice that you are joining my practice. Hope you had a good day so far and that you were looking forward for this yoga practice. I decided today to go for some heart openers, shoulder openers, maybe working a little bit towards Ekapada, Raja Kapotasana, One Legged King Pigeon pose. Just see how far you come into your practice. It really doesn't matter if you go all the way. So if you think you might need your blocks, or maybe you want to use a strap to practice flipping your grip, then just get your stuff and then maybe you can start all the way onto your back. If you like to, you can always start these kind of practices with your blocks under your shoulders. Maybe that's enough. Maybe one block underneath your head, so you can bring your arms all the way over. And then take a moment to relax. Relaxing your shoulders, your face. Just start your practice with bringing the awareness to yourself, to your body, to your breath. Just letting go of all your thoughts. Everything that you have been busy with, just let it be. You just want to take this hour for yourself, giving yourself some love, letting go of the stress. See if you can really surrender. If you're laying up all the way onto your back, just let your whole back of your body sink into the earth. Otherwise, just melt over your block, over your blocks. Feel that you let go of any tension into your muscles. Let the energy just flow through your body. If you like to, you can take a moment setting an intention for your practice today. Maybe there is something you would like to focus on during your practice, or you can just dedicate it to something, to someone. Stay exactly where you are. Maybe you like to remove your blocks, or you can bring your hands onto your chest, onto your belly, and just deepen your breath. Just taking some time to focus onto your in and exhalations, making your breath deeper and deeper. Maybe even creating a nice soft sound at the back of your throat. Just feeling the space into your whole rib cage on your inhalations. Let the air spread out into your lower belly, through your whole body. On your exhale, you feel all the air coming back out. Staying here just for a few more deep in and exhales. And try to stay aware of your breath during your whole practice. Maybe synchronizing your movements with your breath. Keeping the focus. When you're still onto your blocks, just gently roll over to one side so you can remove your blocks with as less effort as possible. Then you can lengthen your arms all the way over your head. Give yourself a nice stretch. And then bring your knees all the way to your chest. Maybe you hug them for a moment, or you make some circles. And then just cross your ankles, grab the tops of your feet, rock and roll a few times forward and backwards. And when you're ready, you can roll all the way over your knees, coming onto your hands and knees. And just start with making some circles. You can round and arch your back, move your hips. Just feel that you start to open up your spine. And gently make your way to the center. And see if you can bring your knees a little bit to the outside. Maybe you don't need to, by the way. You can bring your big toes together and then walk your hands forward. Keep your shoulder blades down over the back of your ribs. Let your chest melt down to the floor. Maybe your forehead comes onto the mat. Maybe you have the space to bring your chin onto the floor. You feel the opening of the whole front of your body. Shoulder blades sink down over the back of your ribs. And just for one more in an exhale here. And then slowly lift your navel in and up. Lift your chest up. Walk your hands back, your knees back. And then you can slowly start to bring your right leg to the back. See if you can lengthen through that foot. Maybe you pulse it up a few times. And then from here, slowly see if you can bring that right heel in the direction of your sitting bone. Maybe you pulse up a few times here. And then bring your left hand onto your chest. Maybe this is enough for now. Maybe you reach that left hand to the back and you can catch your foot or your ankle. Keep your heart lifting forward. And slowly bring your leg down. Maybe you round your spine for a moment. And then gently start to bring your left leg to the back. Try to lengthen through your heart, through the ball of your foot. Maybe you pulse your leg up a few times here. And bend your knee. Squeeze that heel towards you. Maybe you pulse your foot up to the ceiling a few times. And then bring your hand onto your chest. You can stay here, or you reach your right hand to your left foot or ankle. Really press yourself away from the floor. Pull your heart to the front. Press your foot back and up. And slowly bring your knee down, your hand down, round your spine again. And then you slowly come back to the center. Tuck your toes under your feet and start to make your way up into your first downward dog. You can walk your dog here, bending your knees one by one. Maybe you can bring your upper body all the way to your thighs. Just lengthen the back of your legs, your side body, your arms. Maybe you like to swing your heels from side to side. Make sure you're not going to bring your weight to the front though. And when you're ready for it, you come all the way to the center, taking a moment, finding your stillness in down dog. Feel that all your knuckles are pressing down into the floor. Keep your neck long. Rotate your upper arms away from your ears. Stay here for one more in and exhale now. And then gently walk your feet forward. When you're all the way forward, you can bring your hands behind your heels or to your ankles, maybe to your cuffs. Maybe bend your knees a little bit, fold your upper body all the way over your thighs and just hang forward for a moment. Make sure that there is no tension in your neck. Maybe you shake the yes and no with your head for a moment. Just let it hang. Stay aware of your in and exhalations. And then really gently release your arms. Maybe bend your knees even deeper and just roll up vertebra by vertebra. When you're all the way up into a standing position, start at the top of your mat with your big toes together. Hands come all the way in front of your heart center. And then from here, rise all the way up. Lengthen through your arms. On your exhale, open your elbows this time. Bow to the back. Lift your heart up to the ceiling. Deep inhale, rise back up. And exhale, slowly bow down. Hands next to your feet. Half lift on your inhalation. And slowly step into high plank. Take a moment into plank. Feel the connection with all the muscles around your core. Make sure you're not going to hang into your shoulders. And when you're ready, you bring your knees down. Slowly come all the way down onto your belly. And this time, bring your hands next to your mat, onto your fingertips, elbows face up to the ceiling. And just start with making some circles. Opening up your shoulders, your whole spine. Just feel the mobility. Stay connected with your breath here as well. Just feel if there is any stiffness that you can let go of. Maybe you feel your shoulder blades moving over the back of your ribs. Take your time. And gently come back to the floor. Bring your hands next to your shoulders or next to your ribs. Toes stuck under. And slowly make your way up into down dog. And take a few in and exhalations. Try to shift your way to the back and up. Don't hang into your shoulders. Stay here for one more in and exhale. And then look in between your hands, soften your knees and step or maybe float to the front of your mat. Half lift on your inhalation and exhale, bow down. Deep inhale, rise all the way up. And exhale, hands back in front of your heart. Deep inhale, rise back up. And exhale, open your chest. Try to press your feet down to lift your heart up. Deep inhale, rise back up. And exhale, slowly bend forward. Half lift on your inhalation. Exhale, step your feet back into high plank. See if you can bring your weight a little bit forward. Maybe you bring your knees down or you slowly come into low plank, chaturanga. From there, roll forward into cobra, maybe upward facing dog. And then come back to down dog. Coming back to your breath here. Always try to calm down. Keep your focus. Keep the awareness with yourself. Don't get distracted by anything. Staying here for one more in an exhalation. And then gently bring your right leg up to the ceiling. See if you can lengthen. Keep your hips parallel for now. Really feel that you want to squeeze your right thigh and your left thigh all the way to the center. Engage them. Lengthen through the ball of your right foot. One more deep inhale here. And then slowly bring your knee to your nose, coiling in. And extend your leg all the way back up. Stretch it out. Two more, knee to your nose, high onto your toes. And lengthen all the way back up. Last time. Now bring your knee to your chest. Look in between your hands. And softly step your foot forward. Now bring your left knee all the way down to the floor this time. Slowly bring your arms up. Coming into Anjaneyasana. See if you can open up your hips but keep your upper body long. Shoulder blades down. And then come all the way to the back. And slowly release your hips forward. Deep inhale, rise back up. And gently melt back to the front. One more time, lengthen all the way up. And slowly come forward. See if you can stay deep into your hips. pull yourself out of your hips with your upper body, and then take a deep inhale, open your heart. And exhale, drag your shoulder blades, your elbows down. Big circle all the way forward and up. And exhale, open up. 2 more, deep inhale, lengthen and rise. Exhale, open your heart up. Last time, lengthen all the way up. And exhale, open it up. And then from here, you can bring your hands all the way onto your right knee. Maybe you bring your hands onto your blocks if you cannot keep your balance. And then pull your navel in, keep squeezing the center line. Maybe you can lift the left foot up. And bring it down. 3 more. Lift it up, pull it to your sitting bone, and bring it back. 2 more times, pull up, and bring it back down. Last time, pull it up, maybe keep it here, maybe you can catch it behind you. If you like to, you can see if you can pull your heel a little bit closer to your sitting bone. Maybe you can turn your fingers to the outside and to the front for a moment. Give your upper thigh a nice stretch. Keep your hips square though, don't hang into your back. It's fine if you still stay here, just opening up your heart. Stay where you are for 1 more deep in an exhalation. And then slowly bring your hands back down to the floor. Tuck your left toes under, extend your left leg out. And then step back into high plank. Slowly go through your vinyasa. See if you can pick your own options in your vinyasa. Maybe you need to work a little bit on your chaturangas. Maybe you need to just keep it nice and easy today. Just be aware of what you're doing. When you're ready, you bring your left leg up. Hold it here for a moment. Don't turn your left hip on top of your right. Keep them squared now. Just pull through the ball of your left foot to the back. Don't hang into your right hip. 1 more deep inhalation here. And then bring your knee to your nose, round your back. And slowly lengthen back up. Knee back to your nose. And rise back up. Last time, knee to your chest. Look in between your hands. And with softness, step your foot in between your hands. Make sure your step is big enough. You can always catch your foot, place it a little bit more to the front. And then bring your right knee down to the floor. And slowly start to bring your arms up. Try not to hang into your belly, into your low back. Pull your upper body up. Then slowly you come all the way to your right knee. And let your weight melt forward. Slowly you rise back up, pull up through your core, through the center. And lower down. Rising all the way back up. And slowly lower. Last time, rise up. And exhale, gently lower down. And from here, lift your heart up, open your chest. And then drag everything down over the back of your ribs. Big circle, forward and up. And exhale, open. 2 more. Deep inhale, rise. And exhale, open up. Last time, lengthen and lift. And exhale, slowly open. And then from here, you can bring your hands on your knee, maybe onto your blocks. See if you can stay deep into your hips so you feel the stretch into your right hip flexors. And then if you want to, you see if you can bring that right foot towards you and bring it back. 3 more, pull it up and slowly bring it back. 2 more, rise up and back down. Last time, maybe you can keep it up. You can even reach your right hand to your right foot. Maybe you pull your foot all the way towards your sitting bone. Maybe you can even turn your fingers around and pull that foot forward even more. Make sure you do whatever feels good for you. Make sure you keep lengthening through the front. 1 more in an exhalation here. Then let go of your foot first. Let's come down to the floor. Slowly step back into your high plank. And make your way through your vinyasa from here. Coming all the way back to your down dog. And then just take a few deep in and exhalations. And then see if you can bring your feet a little bit wider. Walk your hands one hand distance towards you. Not too far. It's fine if you bend your knees and then catch your right leg with your left hand. Maybe you pull your head, your heart underneath that left arm, gazing up to the ceiling. Feel that you keep pressing that left hand deep into the floor, sitting bones both up to the ceiling. And then slowly bring your hand down, change arms. Feel that you can drag yourself underneath that right arm. Make sure that you're not going to hang into that right arm. Keep pressing it away. Sitting bones up, keep your side really long. And slowly bring your hand back down. And then you bring your feet all the way together this time. Bring your hands a little bit more to the front. And then lengthen your right leg all the way up. Open your right hip on top of your left. See if you can pull your heel to your sitting bone. Try not to hang into that left arm. Keep it nice and long. Maybe you come onto your fingertips to get a little bit of weight off that left arm. And then lengthen your leg all the way up. Slowly pull your knee back to your chest. And with softness, step your foot all the way forward. And then from here, just lengthen your arms up into a high lunge. Sink a little bit into your hips, taking a deep inhale. On your exhale, bring your left knee just above the floor. Slowly extend both legs out. Pull your inner thighs together. And left knee just above the floor. One more time, extend all the way up. And left knee just above the mat. Now just lengthen your left leg. Open your arms to the sides. Turn your upper body towards your right leg. And then see if you can bring your right hand to the outside of your left thigh. Pull your left arm up and over. Stay deep into your hips. Feel the twist. Maybe you look underneath your arm up to the ceiling. Or you look over that right shoulder. Maybe you can see your left heel. And then from there, you circle your hands all the way down to the floor. Now reach your right leg to the back. Step it behind your left leg. And open your heart into Wild Thing pose. Feel as you press away from that left leg. Stay onto the toes of your right foot. Relax that right arm behind you. And then flip all the way back into high plank. And gently come down to the floor. And then from here you can come all the way onto your elbows. Just into Sphinx pose. Maybe you wiggle your hips a little bit. Relax your back, open up your chest. And then start with your right foot. Bring your right foot to your sitting bone. Maybe you can reach that right arm up and over, catching your right foot behind you. Maybe you can pull it closer to your sitting bone. Lift your elbow up. If you want to, you turn your fingers around. Maybe you have the space to extend your left arm out. Feel that you are not going to hang into your shoulders. Keep lengthening. It's not a relaxing pose. You want to keep extending out. Taking one more in an exhalation into your own variation here. And then slowly release your right leg. Take a moment into the center. Maybe wiggle your hips a little. And then from there you can bring your left heel to your sitting bone. Maybe you bring that right hand in a little bit so you have a little bit more grip up there. And if you want to, you bring your left hand to your left foot. You can see if you can pull your foot towards you. Maybe you can turn your fingers forward. Maybe bring your right hand a little bit more to the side again, and then you push yourself up. You feel the lengthening all the way through the front of your body. Try not to crunch your back. Just give yourself a nice stretch. And when you're ready, you come all the way back down. Moment into the middle. Wiggle your hips from side to side. And then slowly see if you can bring your hands back under your shoulders, tuck your toes under. See if you can pull yourself up into cobra or up dog. And then come all the way back to downward facing dog. And we go for the other side. Bring your feet together. Left leg rises. Open your left hip on top of your right this time. Pull your heel to your sitting bone. Try not to collapse into your shoulders. Strong arms. Maybe you come onto the fingertips of your right hand. Maybe you take one more deep in an exhalation. And then bring your leg back up. Slowly bring your knee all the way to your chest and step your foot forward. And then from here you rise back up into crescent lunge. Take a moment to deepen your pose. Keep engaging your upper thighs. And then from here bring your right knee just above the mat. And slowly lengthen both legs high into your right toes. Right knee just above the floor. And rise back up. Last time, right knee just above the mat. And stretch it back out. And only bend your left knee. Keep your right leg strong. Arms to the sides. Turn towards your left leg. If you want to, left hand to the outside of your right leg. So you pull that right leg up. And then lengthen your right arm up and over. And then you get a twist. And a nice heart opener all in one pose. One more deep inhale here. And then gently circle your hands all the way down to the floor. Lengthening your left leg to the back. And then step your left foot over behind your right. Lift your heart all the way up into Wild Thing pose. Try not to stick that left arm up, just let it dangle behind you. Maybe it comes onto the floor one day. One more deep inhale. And then slowly turn all the way onto your plank. Gently come down onto your belly from there. And then here bring your hands under your forehead for a moment. Relax your hips. Staying here for one more in and exhale. And then see if you can bring your right heel to your sitting bone. Reach your right arm to the back. And then lift your left arm forward and up. Lift your right knee off the floor. Lengthen everything off the mat. See if you can push, pull. One more deep inhale. And come all the way back down. Gently changing sides. Left heel to your left sitting bone. Catch your foot. Try to not let your shoulder hang forward. Bring it to the back. And then see if you can slowly lengthen your right arm forward. Lift your right foot up. Left leg up. Just open everything up. Maybe you spread your toes, your fingers. And slowly come back. Take a moment into the middle. Maybe you move your hips. And then from here, bring your hands back on the floor. Tuck your toes under. Drag yourself all the way forward. And come back into down dog. A moment here to come back to your breath. And then you bring your right leg all the way up. Take a deep inhalation here. And on your exhale, pull your knee to your chest. Softly stepping your right foot all the way forward. And then turn your left heel down. Come all the way up into Warrior Two pose. Moment to deepen your pose here. And then just bring your right arm forward. Rise up and over. Just for a moment into Reverse Warrior. Stretching from your right hip all the way to your left fingertips. And come back to the center. Bringing your right arm to the front now. Elbow onto your thigh, circle your left arm all the way down and spin it open over your head. If you have the space, don't let your hips come up. You can bring your right hand at the inside of your right foot. Keep pressing your right knee to the outside. And from here, circle your left arm down in front of your face. Follow your fingers with your eyes and then lengthen it back up and over to the front. Slowly back down and all the way back up. All the way forward and down. Up and over. Last time, forward and down. And up and over. So if you can stay here, twisting that heart up for one more deep inhale. And then slowly circle your left hand down. Move all the way to your left leg. Lengthen your right leg, keep your foot onto the floor. Extend your right hand towards your right foot. Left arm into a nice opposite direction. And all the way through the center to the other side. Hips are nice and low. Stretch your inner thighs. One more time, all the way to the left foot. And then make your way really close to the floor, to the front of your mat. Walking your right foot out. Maybe you turn your right toes a little bit to the outside. Let your hips melt down to the floor. If you want to, you bring your left hand a little bit further away from you, next to your mat. And then circle your right arm all the way up and over. And let your right hand rest down onto your lower back. Lift your heart up. If you have the space, you bend that left leg, you catch your left foot. And press your foot away from you. Open your chest. Heart up to the ceiling. Keep extending. One more deep inhale here. And then really slowly release your hand back to the center. Left hand next to your right. And then see if you can maybe bring your elbows onto the floor. Keep your heart up. Try not to round. Maybe you need to stay a little bit higher. It's important that your hips go down. Maybe that knee melts a little bit more to the outside. Just feel the softness. Maybe you have the space to lengthen all the way out over the floor. Staying where you are just for one more in an exhalation. If you're all the way forward, bring your elbows back. And bring your hands back under your shoulders. And then slowly tuck your toes under. See if you can extend that left leg all the way back out. And swing your right leg up. If you want to, you shake it out for a moment. And then just bring your right foot down to the floor. We go for the other side. Take a deep inhale, lengthen your left leg up. And then slowly bring your knee to your chest. Softly step your left foot forward. And open up into second warrior. Moment here to sink into your hips. Lower down. Try not to make your step too small. You really want to feel the stretch into your inner thighs. Navel zips in. And then bring your left arm forward. Rise up and over. Keep your left knee into a 90-degree angle. Keep breathing. One more deep inhale. And come back to the center. Left arm forward. Elbow on top of your thigh. Right arm circles over your head. If you want to, you can bring your left hand at the inside onto your fingertips. Don't collapse down. Keep your upper body in one line with your right leg. And then from here, you circle your right hand forward and down. Back and up. On your own breath. Maybe you go a little bit slower. Maybe you go a little bit faster. Just make big movements. Feel the opening of your shoulder. Make sure your left knee is not falling inwards. Maybe one more big circle. Staying into your Parsvakonasana just for a moment. And then then from there, you bring your right hand down. Slowly move to the long side of your mat, to your right foot. Extend your left hand to your left foot, right arm up. And slowly go to the center, really close to the earth, to the other side. One more time, slowly, left leg out, right arm up. And come all the way to the front of your mat. Left foot walks out, so your hands come under your shoulders, right knee down. Let your left knee drop a little bit to the outside. And let your hips melt down in the direction of the floor. And then from here you can bring your right hand to the outside. Circle your left arm all the way up, over, and place it onto your sacrum. Press your sacrum down, lift your heart up. Maybe you stay here, keep your shoulders, your chest open. Maybe you bring your right foot up. Bring your left hand to your right foot and push your foot away. Try to keep lengthening the whole front of your body. Your hips are opening up, your heart, your chest, your shoulders. Just for one more deep inhale. And slowly, slowly bring that left hand all the way back. Right hand back under your shoulder. And then from here, you can see if your left elbow can come down. And then your right. If that doesn't work, stay onto your hands. Maybe you bring your blocks underneath your elbows. If you are not making it all the way. You can always move a little bit from side to side. Maybe you can even come deeper. Maybe you feel the difference at both sides. Maybe one side is way easier than the other, as it is for me. Now just stay here for one more in an exhale. When you're all the way forward, gently walk your hands back. Hands back under your shoulders from here. And then you tuck your right toes under. Extend your right leg out, squeeze your navel in and swing your left leg all the way up. Shake it out if you like to. And then bring your foot down. And then take it easy, vinyasa. Slowly coming into high plank. Going into low plank. Cobra or up dog. And back into downward facing dog. And then just take a deep in and exhalation. And then we go up with your right leg. Gently bringing your knee to your chest. And step your right foot all the way forward. Now turn your left heel down into the floor. Nice 45-degree angle. And bring your arms up into warrior one. See if you can maybe pulse a little bit up and down. Sink into your hips, but keep them aligned as much as possible with the front of your mat. Left foot is pressing down into the earth. Extend through your arms. And then you take a deep inhale here. And exhale, open your arms. Two more, circle forward and up. And exhale, open up. Last time, lengthen to the front and up. And exhale, drag your shoulder blades down. Now interlace your fingers behind you. Stretch your arms away from you, open your chest. And from there you bend forward. Maybe you bow over your right thigh. Maybe you open that right knee to the side. You can press your right shoulder into your right leg. Let your ear melt down in the direction of your ankle. Keep stretching your arms over your head. One more deep in an exhalation here. And then really slowly come all the way back up. Now gently make your step a little bit smaller. Square your hips. And then from here you lift your heart up. Come halfway forward. Now let your arms just melt down onto your hips, but keep your shoulder blades together. Sip your navel in. Bend your right leg. And slowly lift your left leg up. Find a nice long line from the crown of your head to your back foot. Then bend your right leg and stretch it out. Two more. Bend your right leg and Stretch it out. Last time, bend that right leg and lengthen it up. And then from here, maybe you bend your standing leg, pull your left knee all the way towards you. Release your hands, pull your leg towards your chest. And then from here, we go into tree pose. Right hand onto your hip, grab your left leg, place your left foot at the inside of your thigh. Now really feel that you pull your foot and your thigh together, lengthen through the center line of your body. Maybe your hands come all the way in front of your heart. Maybe they rise up to the ceiling. If you want to, you can release your hands, gazing all the way up. Feel the four corners of your right foot into the floor. One more in an exhalation here. And then bring your hands in front of your heart center. Now turn your left knee forward. Bring your left heel from there to your sitting bone. And then from here you can catch your left foot with your left hand. First, let your knees come together. Square your hips. Make sure your left knee is not falling to the side. If you want to, you can bring your left hand at the inside of your left foot. And then keep your heart open. Maybe you bring that right hand all the way into your heart so you keep it opened up. Don't look down, but keep looking forward. And then press your right foot into your hand. Foot rises back and up. Press it away and up, away and up, away and up. Keep your heart open. Keep lengthening through the crown of your head. If you want to, you bring that right arm forward, but try not to let everything fall to the side, because then you will lose your balance. Just keep lengthening and lifting. Staying into your dancer pose for one more in an exhalation. And then slowly, slowly come back up. Maybe you hug your knee to your chest for a moment, relax your lower back. And then bring your foot down. Gently go through your vinyasa. Deep inhale, rise. And exhale, bow forward. Half lift on your inhale. And exhale, step or up your feet back. Slowly go through your plank, your back bend. Pick your way back into down dog. When you're there, you take a deep in and exhalation. Lengthen your left leg up. And bring your left knee to your chest. Step your foot forward. Right heel roots down. Come up in warrior one. Take a moment here to let your hips melt down. Maybe you need to redo your hair for a moment. See if you can lengthen through your arms, through your side body. Keep your navel rising in and up. And then from here, you gaze up to your, in between your hands and open up your chest. Drag your shoulder blades down. Big circle forward and up. And exhale, open it up. Last time, deep inhale, big circle. And exhale, open. Interlace your fingers now behind your back. Extend your arms out, lift your heart up. And from there, you bow all the way forward. Maybe at the inside of your left leg. You can always look to your own hips if they are facing the back of your mat. Don't let them pop to the left side. Keep lengthening your arms up and over. Shoulder blades kissing each other. One more deep in and exhale here. And then gently come all the way back up. Sorry, keep your hands where they are. Just make your step a little bit smaller. Square your hips to your toes, your hips to the front. Hands can come onto your lower back, but keep your shoulder blades closed. And then bend your left leg. Come forward onto your left foot. Really feel that your hips are next to each other because your wrists are melting onto your own butt. And then bend your left leg. And slowly lift back up. Two more, bend your left leg. Maybe you feel that upper body coming over your left thigh and come back up. Last time, bending your left leg and lift up. And then from here you come all the way up. Hug your right knee to your chest. And slowly, slowly bring your left hand onto your hip. Right foot comes at the inside of your right thigh. Find your balance into tree pose. Maybe your arms come up. Try not to hang into your hips. You want to keep pulling through the center line, lengthening your rib cage away from your hips. If you want to, you look up into the sky in between your hands. Staying here for one more in an exhalation. And then slowly bring your hands back in front of your heart. Turn your right knee forward. And then bring your heel to your sitting bone. And then you can catch that right foot with your right hand. Knees together, center your body. Don't let that right knee pop to the side. Maybe your hand comes at the inside of your foot. Keep your chest opening up. And then push your foot up and away. Up and away. Keep your heart open. Keep your heart open. Maybe you add your arm. Make sure you don't look down to the floor. Keep looking to the horizon. Don't let your knee pop to the side. Stay where you are for one more deep inhale. And then come up with control. Bringing your right knee all the way to your chest. And slowly bring your foot down. You can inhale, rise back up. And exhale, bow forward. Half lift on your inhale. And step or roll back. Slowly going through your back bend. Back into downward facing dog. And take a few in and exhales. Just notice how you're doing. We're almost there. One more in an exhalation here. And then slowly bring your right leg up. Bring your right knee all the way down behind your right wrist. Maybe walk that right foot even more to the front. Left leg to the back. If it's necessary, you can always bring your block or your cushion underneath your right sitting bone. See if you can just let your hips stay next to each other as much as you can. Keep your shoulders aligned with the front of your mat. And then let's come forward first. You can come all the way onto your elbows. If you like, maybe you bring your hands under your forehead. Or you extend your arms all the way out. If you like to add something, if this pose is working well for you, you can always see if you can bring your right arm behind your back. Maybe you can catch your left foot. And then just relax. Make sure you're not falling to one side though. Just take one more in an exhalation. If you're in your bind, release your hand. Gently walk your hands back. Now maybe it's enough for you to stay here. If you want to, you can grab your strap, make a little loop in it so you can bring your loop around your foot. And then maybe you want to see if you can pull that left foot towards you. You can bring your strap around it with a little loop. You can always turn a little bit to the side for now, but make sure when you're going to practice your pose, you turn back to the front. And then just catch your strap as close to your foot as possible. And then see if you can pull your elbow all the way towards you. Pull your foot close to your shoulder and then turn your elbow up, 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 up to the ceiling. Maybe you can bring that other hand to your strap as well. See if you can keep lengthening through your chest. If you want to start practicing flipping your grip, then you can always catch your foot from the outside. Do the same thing. Pull your elbow down, forward and up. And maybe you can bring your other hand to your foot too. Keep opening up your chest. Maybe you want to let your head melt to the back for a moment. And then from here, you gently release your strap, you release your hands. Slowly tuck your left toes under Let me a little bit closer. And then release that right leg all the way back and up. Maybe shake it out for a moment. Do whatever feels good. And then we go for the other side. Left leg rises. Bring your left knee behind your left wrist. And gently see if you can come back down with your hips in the direction of the floor. Maybe you bring something underneath your left sitting bone. Feel that you can release both hips. And then you can come forward onto your elbows. Hands back under your forehead. Or extend your arms all the way out. If you want to come into your bind, bring your left arm behind you. And maybe you can catch your left foot with your left hand. Try to stay long. Let your whole rib cage melt over that left leg. Release any tension. Breathe into the tight parts of your body. See if you can let go. Don't think. Just breathe. One more in an exhalation here. Release your bind. Gently start to walk your hands back under your shoulders. Nice. Maybe stay here. This is perfect to lift your heart up, open your hips. Getting into a little bit more of your heart opener. Otherwise, you can grab your strap, or maybe you just pull your foot towards you. Bring your hand towards your foot. If you have your hand to your foot, you can always bring it to the inside. Pull your leg a little bit closer. And then see, maybe you can catch your foot with the other hand for a moment, so you can turn your right hand around, catch the outside of your right foot with your right hand, and then pull your right elbow down, up and over. Make sure you're not going to collapse, you're not going to fall to one side. Keep your heart opening up. Maybe you bring that other hand to your foot as well, or to your strap. Maybe you just stay where you are and you breathe. Maybe you can lift your heart up even more. And when you're ready, you slowly release your leg or your strap. Bring your foot back down. And this time you can just shift your weight to your left hip. Swing your right leg all the way forward. And then start to make your way onto your back. Just take a moment here. Lengthen your legs, your arms. Maybe you shake your legs out. And then for this last back bend, heart opener, choose your own option. You can bring your feet behind your sitting bones. Maybe you can touch your heels with your fingertips. And then from here, you can go into bridge pose, interlacing your fingers, lifting your hips up. Or maybe you bring your hands behind your shoulders, going for full wheel. Make sure your elbows, your knees stay pointed up to the sky. Maybe you come into the crown of your head first. Make sure that everything is aligned. And then rise all the way up into full wheel pose. When you're in your bridge or into your full wheel, maybe you'd like to do a one-legged variation. Make sure that you do it at both sides. Keep breathing nice and deep. And when you're all the way to your bridge, bring your chin to your chest. Your elbows, slowly bring the back of your head down, come down onto your back. When you're in bridge, release your hands, come back down onto your back as well. And then bring your feet to the edges of your mat, let your knees melt together. And then slowly let your knees melt from side to side. Giving yourself a nice opener of your lower back. all the way to the left. Maybe you can bring your left foot on top of your right knee. Try to keep your hips as close to the floor as possible. You can give a nice stretch at the right side of your right hip, your right leg, your whole side body. And then bring your left foot back slowly. Turn your knees all the way to the other side. Maybe you bring your right foot on top of your left knee. Just let the weight of your right leg hang into your left leg, but keep the rest of your body sinking down to the floor too. Maybe you slow down your in and exhalations. From here, bring your right foot down, knees back up. Bring your knees all the way to your chest. Just make a few circles. Let your whole spine melt down into the earth. And then you can bring your right knee over your left. Really hug your knees together. Maybe you hook your toes around. You can hook your hips a little bit to the right side. And then let your knees melt over to the left. If you want to, you circle your right arm all the way up and over. Take a nice and easy reclining twist. Just one more in an exhalation here. And then you come back to the center. Slowly bring your knees to your chest so your whole upper body comes back into a neutral position. And when you're ready, you bring your left thigh over your right. Maybe you hook your toes around. You can hook your hips a little bit to the left, knees over to the right. Big circle with that left arm. Doesn't matter if your shoulder or your knees are getting off the floor. Just make sure that you relax everything. Maybe you like to bring your knees a little bit higher or a little bit further away. Just find your own twist. Listen to your body. Do whatever feels good. You can come back to the middle. Give your knees one more hug. And then start to make your way down into Shavasana. See if you can take a few deep exhalations through your mouth. And then relax your body completely. You can take a few minutes here into stillness, complete relaxation, and in your practice, slowly flow through your body. Just stay where you are. I need to come up for now. Thank you all very much for joining my practice. If you have any questions, please let me know, send me a message. And then I wish you a very beautiful evening. Hope to see you back into my next practice again. Namaste.